Hey guys, what's up? It's Coolman Junior 88, your independent source for wrestling news, about music news. How you all doing tonight? I'm here to review Survivor Series, but I don't know what to say first. I mean, am I pissed or am I confused? Those are the two questions roaming through my head right now. I'm a little bit pissed and a little bit confused. Confused being there was a bonus match, unannounced. Uh, there was no storyline behind it, nothing. A bonus match that a bonus traditional Survivor Series match. It was Brodus Clay, Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, Justin Gabriel, and Tyson Kidd versus I didn't write the other 6 competitors down. But they won the first bonus match. Actually, not the first match. The bonus match. The pay-per-view hadn't really even started. The actual card hadn't really started, and then they threw in that. So yeah. The actual first thing we saw on the pay-per-view was the Divas title match. Eve Torres versus Caitlyn. And the whole storyline for the past few months was that someone attacked Caitlyn back at a Night of Champions when she was supposed to have her original title shot. And then Beth Phoenix got involved before she got released or was released. Not too sure on how she got released, but she was released during this storyline. Caitlyn finally got her title match tonight at Survivor Series. They just kept it on E for some reason. Caitlyn's been really improving. A little bit improvement. And I think she deserved at least a little bit of time with the title to develop her character. I'm not saying she was really good or anything like that. The match was really short as per usual with the Divas match, but I think it would have really developed her character a lot more. I don't understand why they kept it on E. But who can really understand the WWE, let alone the Divas division anymore? Moving on. Segment number 3 was the U.S. title match. Antonio Cesaro versus R-Truth. And this was the really confusing part. This match was just thrown on in there because there was no build-up, no storyline, no nothing, except for a main event on Ion TV kind of thing. And a war of words between R-Truth and Antonio Cesaro on Twitter. But there was no actual real TV kind of deal where actual storyline was fleshed out. It was just thrown on here to cover the card for the night. Antonio Cesaro wins the pointless U.S. title match and retains his title. Again, no real story, no real build. So there was no reason for Cesaro to defend his title tonight, but he did. And then to add insult to injury, they continued the AJ scandal storyline on the pay-per-view. This is not on Raw. This is on the pay-per-view. They continued it. In fact, AJ had pictures of her own, except these were actually photoshopped. They had Vicky Guerrero and Brodus Clay in one of the pictures in a hotel room dancing. While Vicky Guerrero was wearing a negligee. They had a picture with Vicky Guerrero and Alberto Del Rio's ring announcer, eating a burrito, a chicken fajita burrito. I think I don't know what it was, but obviously Photoshop pictures, and AJ just was like, you made my life a living hell for the past 2 months, and all this and all that. And then out of nowhere, Tamina Snuka came out of nowhere and splashed AJ. We hadn't seen Tamina. At least I hadn't seen Tamina on TV myself. We haven't heard from Tamina. I thought she was personally gone from the. Personally, I thought she was gone from the company, but obviously not. Not after today. So we'll have to see what goes on tomorrow night with that storyline now, with Tamina injected into it. Quite honestly, like I said in my independent video, my thoughts on the AJ John Cena storyline. It's gotten way out of hand and really campy now. We all know that John Cena is going through divorce proceedings from his wife that he was married to for all of 2 minutes. Didn't even really give it a shot. And my whole opinion on marriage and girls and and guys too, but what we as human beings do to the sanctity of marriage nowadays is a whole different topic for me. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But like I said, it makes no sense. The whole storyline makes no sense. AJ's dating somebody else off camera, and John's going through divorce proceedings. So this whole storyline is bogus, and yeah. Moving on, interview segment with Paul Heyman. Josh Matthews basically talks to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, of course, hypes CM Punk, saying that after the night, it's going to be 365 days. He's going to be champion for a whole year. No one's better than CM Punk. He's the best in the world, blah, blah, blah. And that was that. Segment number 6. The World Heavyweight Championship match. Show versus Sheamus. This is where the controversy of the night begins. It doesn't end with this match, but it definitely begins. They're having an okay match. A repeat of Hell in a Cell. Shows attempting to throw his WMD. Sheamus is attempting his bro kick. It's going real good. Sheamus lands white noise in the middle of the match. It's really awesome. Showing his strength, his outward strength as well as his inner strength. Sheamus got real beat up. And then the way it ended was really nuts. Big Show intentionally pulls referee Scott. I think it was Scott Armstrong. In the middle of Sheamus's broad kick. Sheamus is in one corner, Show's in this corner over here, and Sheamus is coming towards Big Show with the bro kick locked and loaded, and you see Big Show grab Scott Armstrong's arm and literally pull him in front of the bro kick, and Scott gets his face literally caved in on one side. He doesn't move for the rest of the match. Doctors and officials come out, help Scott out. Sheamus is shocked because he definitely did not intend to do that. It was all on show. Whips Sheamus around, throws the WMD. Another rogue referee or independent referee comes out of nowhere and counts Big Show down 1, 2, 3, and he for a couple minutes, retains actually he does retain, but officially retains the World Heavyweight Championship by pinfall. Then another referee sees what's going down, switches the decision, and Sheamus wins by DQ. Unfortunately, the title does not change hands in a disqualification, so Big Show is still your World Heavyweight Champion. Again, we're going to have to see what happens on SmackDown, either on Raw or SmackDown. You see more Big Show on Raw nowadays than you do SmackDown, so yeah. Segment number 7, we had Team Ziggler versus Team Foley. Team Ziggler wins. Sole Survivor, Randy Orton, and it came down to Randy Orton and teams. Let me repeat that. It came down to Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. Last remaining members of their respective teams. Dolph Ziggler was in one corner. Randy was setting up for the punt to the head after a brutal exchange with Sheamus. Basically, Dolph Ziggler playing possum. He pops up as Randy is coming in, catches him with a back heel kick on the chin. 1, 2, 3. Team Ziggler wins. It comprised of Alberto Del Rio, Damian Sandow, and Cody Rhodes. Even though Cody Rhodes had a concussion and a separated shoulder, so he was not there and was replaced by David Otunga. So it was Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, and just Damian Sandow, David Otunga, and I forget the other two, but yeah. Team Ziggler wins. And then we move on to the main event. John Cena, CM Punk versus Ryback. John Cena versus Ryback versus CM Punk, the 3-way match. It's going pretty good. Everybody's hitting their spots. Ryback, of course, is tearing everybody up. For a minute there, I thought legitimately that WWE was going to drop the title off of Punk and put it on John Cena, basically, because everybody knows that Ryback's still too green to hold the title. But I was wrong. As the match is going on, everybody's going through tables. Mainly, Ryback is going through tables. John Cena and CM Punk team up for a few minutes and back suplex Ryback through the announcer table. No disqualification in a triple threat. Then the most, I don't know if you call it shocking, but the most not unsurprising, surprising endings in a while. Some guys from NXT. Now, don't get it twisted. I haven't watched NXT since season 3, since it was last on TV, way back, the Divas season. When we first met AJ, and it transferred to the internet. I have not watched it since, so I had no idea who these guys were until we heard Michael Cole say, the match is going on. Ryback had just done Shell Shock to CM Punk. He was performing Shell Shock to John Cena, After okay, Ryback goes through the table basically after they back suplex him. John Cena and CM Punk do. Then John Cena and CM Punk go back inside the ring and fight for like 4 or 5 more minutes. Then Ryback comes back in the ring, shell shocks CM Punk, shell shocks John Cena. Then after that, Ryback's going for the cover. Then we see out of the corner of King's vision, they see 3 guys dressed as security jump over the rail and literally get in the ring and literally destroy Ryback. They force him outside of the ropes and put him through the Spanish announce table. So now he's gone through the both commentators' desks, and basically CM Punk pins John Cena, and we don't know who these guys are until we hear Michael Cole say these guys are from the developmental program in WWE NXT, and I have no idea who these guys are. No clue. Zero. Zilch. My only question is, what is a developmental wrestler doing on the main roster TV? I don't understand it. Usually we don't see these guys. The show that particular season must have ended, because that's when Wade Barrett and the Nexus started appearing when the first season of NXT ended. So that season, this particular season where we saw these 3 guys, must have ended, and now they must be a part of the roster. But my only question is, why now? What are they doing? What business do they have with Ryback? They've done nothing. Ryback and CM Punk have done nothing to. Actually, they were helping CM Punk, but they've done nothing to even be on TV. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these guys are, except for they're from NXT. And that's it. Really short show, you guys. The only match that I really sort of liked was the World Heavyweight Championship match. Sheamus vs. Big Show. It was really nice seeing a repeat of Hell in a Cell, basically. One of the best matches and one of the only good matches in Hell in a Cell. But for the rest of the show is really lackluster. There was nothing to it, no substance, no nothing, and I don't understand where WWE is going right now, because now CM Punk is officially a year champion, a year into his championship reign, and no clue, zero, zilch, none. What's gonna happen now? At least I have the gut feeling, I was wrong about this gut feeling, about CM Punk not retaining at Survivor Series, but I have a gut feeling for sure, almost 100%, that CM Punk will not retain against The Rock. They will not allow him to retain against The Rock, because that's his next challenge now. And they even, the King and Michael Cole even made the point to say that the next competitor, the next pay-per-view is Royal Rumble. Actually no, is Hell in a... the next pay-per-view is TLC, but the next big mentionable the next big mentionable pay-per-view is going to be Royal Rumble, and that's where The Rock will challenge. Tonight we found out CM Punk for the WWE Championship. So, what will happen at TLC? What will happen tomorrow night with these three mysterious NXT guys? What will happen with the Snuka chick, Tamina Snuka and AJ? What will happen with those two? What will happen with CM Punk and John Cena? Because as we ended Survivor Series, you saw John Cena literally roll and run. I don't know if he was pissed or just mad or just upset at himself, but he didn't stick around. Ryback was still in the ring, actually on the floor next to the announcer's table, Spanish announcer's table. But as soon as the bell rung, and CM Punk started to celebrate his win legitimately, the camera pans to John Cena where he rolls and runs up the ramp. So we don't know what John Cena's head's like right now. We don't know what's going to happen with Tamina Snuka. We don't know what's going to happen with these three mysterious NXT guys and CM Punk. We don't know what's going to happen with that ref concerning the World Heavyweight Championship. Will Sheamus get another title shot at the next pay-per-view? Or will there be somebody else? We don't know. We'll have to watch, or I will be definitely watching Raw to find out all these questions and more. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Survivor Series review. Very lackluster, as I said, except for the World Heavyweight Championship match. Good to see that match again. Will there be a three-peat? I highly doubt it, but for what it was pretty good. That particular match was pretty good. So, yeah. Not worth a DVD buy, in my opinion. But if you want any further thoughts, leave a comment or a question down below in the comment section, or inbox me over here, up above right here. Thank you guys for watching. This is Coolman Jr. 88, your independent source for wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. Be blessed, guys. Thank you.